Welcome to Ryotaro Japan. In my last video, I introduced myself as Intro to Ryotaro 101, telling you where I've been, what I've done in the last few decades. But I realized that wasn't good enough as I saw hundreds of questions in the comment section. So I made a post last night in my community page, officially asking you to post questions that I can answer. So here I've got more than 300. Thank you so much. We're not worthy! We're not worthy! So in this video, I'm going to answer as many as I can. And don't forget about the Japanese phrase that I'm going to teach you in the end of this video. So here we go. So let's answer questions. So the first one will be by Oliver Arnold. I live in the UK all my life and you don't sound that British to me. However, I'm so curious, how are you going to finally assassinate Chris? I may not sound British, right now, but when I talk to someone British like Chris, for instance, and I become, my English becomes British. So if I want to, I could speak like this as well, but let's not do that for now. And how I finally assassinate Chris? I won't tell you that as Chris will be watching this. So the second question is by Denny George, asking me, how has traveling abroad changed me? Because I left Japan when I was 15, I guess it changed me a lot. I have no idea how I would have been if I did not leave Japan so early. One thing is that because I made many friends from many different countries with many different backgrounds, I think I learned a lot, different perspectives. People believe in different religions, eat different food, and so because they taught me all of that, I think I'm more tolerant than ordinary Japanese person, and that's something I really have to thank to the people I've met. So next up, this is a question from Huatech, I guess this is right. Where can I find the best of the best toilet in Japan? Out of all the toilets that I've used or seen, there's a toilet in the Mandarin Oriental Hotel in Tokyo that I think you can use as well because it's the toilet right next to the reception. And that toilet is like amazing. You can just rule the world by using it, but only for the men's. I'm not really sure about women. Just try that when you're in Tokyo. So next up, I've got a question from Matsuken521 asking, what is your favorite sake in Tohoku? Recently, I had a very, very nice sake that goes really well, not only with Japanese cuisine, but with Western, like French cuisine. Apparently, this sake won the International Wine Challenge. And they've got sake section, and this sake I was talking about became #1. The name of the sake is called Katsuyama Ken. The Katsuyama is name of the manufacturer, and Ken is the name of the sake itself. It's from Sendai, so it's local, and so I'm really proud of the sake. It became #1 in the whole world, and you really have to try that out. But even though this is a really nice sake, I'm not so strong with the alcohol, so I guess if I drink this too much, I'll be skipping. So next up is from Aaron, asking, what was your favorite country to live in? Are there any countries you regret moving to? Well, I've lived in the United States, and then after that was the UK, and then after that it was Germany, and then finally the Australia. But when I was in Britain, I like in summer holiday, I went to Spain a lot. So once I was there for 2 or 3 months. I don't know if it was counted as living. But anyways, I loved all these countries. But since I only lived in Spain for 2 or 3 months and then Australia for just 1 year, so I would love to go back to those good countries and live there longer. So next up there is a question from Kanae asking what made you come back to Sendai. Sendai is a city I live in right now. It's in Tohoku region, about 19 minutes north of Tokyo. Well, I guess 6 years of living in Tokyo, I think, made me tired. That's what it is. Of the the rush hours in Tokyo on the train, it's full of people. But not only on the train, but full of people everywhere. Like, you know, Shibuya intersection, Shinjuku, everywhere. Like, just too many people. I think I was just tired. As I am from the countryside, you know, and I think I appreciate the mountains and rivers and rice fields, and, you know, not in a small apartment building, but in a house. You know, everything else that I think I started missing those surroundings or the environments, and also the spaces. And I think that was one of the reasons or not one of that's the reason I went back to Sendai. So next up is from Felix Everett, asking, how did you find learning Spanish as a native Japanese? Did learning English make it easier? ¿Cómo fue aprendiste el español? ¿Te ayudó el inglés? Well, some cases, yes. Grammatically speaking, well, definitely Spanish is closer to English. However, pronunciation-wise, I think speaking Japanese made Spanish easier. So I would say that para japoneses es más fácil aprender español que aprender inglés. So right now, English is definitely the global language that many people speak in various countries, and that's because of the UK and the States. Those two powerful countries went all over the world and made people speak English. But if Spanish became the global language, I think Japanese people would have more ease learning the language, that's for sure. So next question is from Alex Lee. In your opinion, where has the best view that you've ever seen in Japan? Greetings from Australia. Good eye, mate. I think I would like to come up with two views. One is the place called Kamikochi in Nagano. It's just beautiful. You cannot go by car. You need to take a bus for the environmental reasons. To get there, they restrict the cars to get in there. It's closed during the winter, so it's best to go in summer and just do the hiking there, and you'll be amazed how beautiful that place is. The second beautiful view I like to recommend is Kabira Bay in Ishigaki Island. Ishigaki Island is located in the south of Okinawa Island, so it's really close to Taiwan, really. Japan is a very long country from north to south. So therefore, in Hokkaido, it's very, very cold. You see a lot of snow there. But when you go down the south, like Ishigaki, even in like March, it's already so warm, like 30 degrees. And I'll show you the picture here. This is a real color that you see here, exactly what you're going to see in your eyes. I definitely recommend this place. It's absolutely beautiful. So finally, the last question. The guy called Freelance Peasant. Oh no, sorry, abroad in Japan. What is your favorite thing about Chris, the amazing and critically acclaimed presenter from the Abroad in Japan channel? What is it on about? Well, actually, I've already answered it to him. What I said was that incredible look when you take a selfie. Could not think of anything else. So, phrase of the day. At the beginning of this video, I said that I was going to teach you one phrase, but I changed my mind. I'm going to teach you two phrases. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for making the comments in my last video asking what kind of phrase that you like to know in Japanese. As I was looking through the comments, many of you wanted to know where is something, and also do you speak English? So I'd like to bring that on now. Before asking a question such as do you speak English or where something, I think you like to say excuse me first. In Japanese, excuse me is this. And say it together. すみません. すみません. Now, where is something? Where is the station? Where is the toilet? Anything. This is how we say it. So you put the location first, and then はどこですか? So let's say that it's a station that you're looking for. Then it's going to become 駅はどこですか? 駅はどこですか? I didn't really have to respell this one because you read this out and it will sound like the way that we speak as well. And next up is going to be, do you speak English? Many of you are wanting to know how we say it in Japanese. So first of all, I'd like to teach you the proper way to ask whether that person speaks English or not. This is it. 英語は喋れますか? 英語は喋れますか? 英語 is English. 喋れますか is do you speak? But again, this is just a bit too long for me to teach you. So I reworded it. And this is the way you should say. There you go. This may sound a bit dodgy, but this works. The word English, everyone knows here in Japan. Again, eigo means English in Japanese, but English is English. People know about it. We use okay as well. So you place desu ka in the end, and it will become English okay desu ka? English okay desu ka? Now you don't really have to remember the word eigo anymore, as we all know English. So repeat after me. English okay desu ka? English okay desu ka? If I give you a tip, place a space after you say English. If you say it really fast, English okay desu ka? And like they don't really get it. So just say it slow. English okay desu ka? And it will work and you'll be fine. So that was my third video and I hope you all enjoyed. I was speaking to Chris last night and we were thinking about doing some live show once this situation is, calm. So on that terrible disappointment, I'm afraid I need to end this video. Thank you all for watching and I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye bye.